Wolves 2, Everton 1. And I hate to be the bloke who does the cliches, but it certainly was a game of two halves. First half, I think I'd probably say that's the best we have played all season. I know the first three games were very impressive, but we managed to put the ball in it three times. Obviously, the Wang goal was disallowed. It was offside. I can't really argue with that, but it was very, very good. I thought the fluidity between Hwang and Jimenez was instrumental to that. A lot of give and goes. Trincao straight to the right more, so I didn't really kind of switch with those. But I thought we were absolutely excellent. We attacked the game from the get go. I thought Neves and Moutinho gave that Everton midfield the run around. Gabamin being pulled off at half time, so Gabam off. And I thought we were in control of that game, and then the second half, it was it's like the Wolves we've seen this season. When we score and we go 1-0 up or 2-0 up, it's kind of went into our shell a little bit. I think Everton are probably lucky that they've not played a top side today, and we're also lucky that we've not played a top side, because I think Everton will get put to the sword in the first half, and I think in the second half a better team punishes Wolves more so. I think it's a tremendous save from Sarr for the cross that comes in on the corner, and the glancing header, which makes up for the cock-up he made in the first half. But a win is a win. I thought Hwang faded towards the end of the game. Trincao needs to work on his finishing. Fullbacks were good in the first half, but when they got pinned back a little bit in the second half, they struggled a little bit. Jimenez back to his best, a complete number 9, an absolutely terrific performance. But I'm with my mate at the minute who's an Everton fan. Chris, what did you think of Everton today?
First half was absolutely terrible.
Absolutely terrible. What about second half?
Bit better, but still absolutely shite.
Absolutely shite. We heard it from the horse's mouth. Up to 7th now, dizzy heights to 7th. Go to Palace and hopefully win there. And it's looking rosy. Good performance. Second half, not so good. Can improve. 3 points.
What a result in the end. 2-1. Take that against Everton. 7th in the table. Brilliant. First half, superb. Best football I've seen in a while. Flowing football. I suppose you start getting nervous when Chang thinks he's scored. Everyone erupts. Then VAR, typical. You sort of feel the worst, think, they're going to go nick one now, aren't they? It's going to be one of them games after creating a lot of chances. Pickford, some great saves. I mean, Neves hit a lovely strike. Trincao, who again I thought was excellent actually for 60 minutes, 65 minutes. Okay, yeah, he should have scored his chance, but he looked a lot better. He's a little magician. I think he's going to be a superstar, isn't he? I mean, you can tell the way he picks up pockets of space. Always thinks it looks like he's going to lose the ball, and then he seems to retain it. Brilliant. It allows Semedo to go on the outside a bit more. Semedo looks a bit more effective with Trincao in the side. I just don't think Semedo and Traore ever really work, no matter how much we try them. So as you've got to give definitely a mention to quite a few players, I think, but Ait Nouri, he just seems to be getting better. He's only had a little bit of game time again. He's sort of done a lot better today. Sort of working back, always seems to be working hard, always picks his moments well. Didn't make many mistakes as such. He just seemed to find the right option all the time. Great delivery for Kilman's goal, who again I'm chuffed to bits for. Nice for him to get his first goal finally. Neves run the show. What can you say about him? Attacking and defensive. Okay, we got overrun in the second half a little bit, but he always still was in there, putting a foot in. Always seems to be in there at the right time, right moments. Got to give Cody a shout actually, because he's come under a lot of criticism this year. I thought the last few games he's really stepped it up. He really stepped up his leadership today and seemed to be really marshalling everything quite well. Put some great blocks in, won quite a few headers. Richarlison didn't really have much of a sniff, which was good because he always seems to score against us as well, doesn't he? So yeah, second half we hung on a little bit, didn't we? Is it weird that I quite like that? I'd rather us go and win 4-0 of course, but to see us just at least grind out a result, show some grit, some determination, everyone throwing bodies in the line, clearing the ball. I think a few players could have done a bit better. They seemed to back out of a few things towards the end, but I suppose getting nervy, you don't want to give away a cheap penalty, which we've done in the past. Leeds, for example, even though it was soft. I think it's probably in people's minds, but yeah, overall, what a performance. Raul's goal, ice cold. I mean, the determination to get on the ball first, beat the defender there before Pickford, and then just dink him. It's the old Raul, isn't it? Hold up play. The amount of times you turned today and then didn't go anywhere, but the defenders did. Defenders, yeah. Anyway, great result. 2-1 win. Take that every time. Hopefully a lot more of these performances to come. I mean, we showed them at the start of the season, didn't we? 3 games, but we didn't get anything out of it. Now we've had a good performance with a win. Although towards the end it wasn't great. We still got it. Brilliant. Onwards and upwards of the Wolves.
Hey, what's up, guys? This is Kyle from the United States. I am relieved that this game is over. That was very intense. I thought that we had it under wraps at halftime, but obviously that wasn't the case. I think that Everton came out very, very strong and desperate as a team who has not been in very good form recently. I was not expecting a runaway victory coming into it, but after the result at halftime, I thought for sure that it would have been easier than it was. But important thing is we got 3 points and we're now in 7th place, which is amazing given how the beginning of the year started. A few takeaways I have would be that injury or not to Marcel, Ryan Aitnery should be playing and starting every single match. I thought he was brilliant today. He had the assist on the set piece, corner kick, obviously, to Kilman, getting his first goal with Wolves, which is great. That's going to further his chance at starting for England eventually. So Aitnery should get every opportunity to play as long as Johnny is out at left back going forward. Same thing with Kilman. Even with Willy Bolly back and being healthy, I think Kilman has earned his spot. If anything, you maybe drop Saiz to play Bolly, but Kilman has earned his spot for sure. I thought he was great defensively as well as having his first goal. It was also great to see Raul score, obviously. A really, really bad turnover, but either way, we'll take what we can get. Great goal by Raul. I thought that Neves and Matinho both did excellent in the midfields. And I like Dendoncker, and I think that he should eventually take over as a second midfielder, but for now, I thought Matinho was great today. Not as good as Neves, but still very, very, very good. I'm really excited to see how Pedro Neto fits into this offense because our attacking front 3 are great right now. The fact that we can take out somebody like Adama, who's not a great finisher, but is still an explosive, playmaker. Take Adama out, have Trincao play, and Trincao did great. We threw Pedence in for a little bit of energy at the end of the game, and he did fine too. But seeing where Pedro Neto fits in once he gets back from injury, it's going to be really intriguing to me. And then lastly, seeing a manager actually get really excited and emotional after a win. I know this coincides with Nuno sacking today with Spurs, but I like that Bruno's a personality. I feel like he's got excitement. He's not afraid to celebrate after a win, and this was a very well-earned, hard-fought win against an Everton team who, despite their bad form lately, I think is still a decent team. So this is a match that we should win. We've got a few winnable matches coming up before some harder matches coming up in December, so I think that this is a very, very well-earned win. All right, thanks, guys.
So it is the morning after the night before, and, well, what a performance in the first half it was for Wolves. You'd have to say everybody on the pitch last night really, really impressed me, to be quite honest. Rayan came in again, as he did last week, and was phenomenal. Got the assist from the corner for the goal. I'm just so happy to see someone actually put the ball in the box rather than taking a short corner that leads to nothing. And Max Kilman is the most deserving man of the season so far for a goal. Surely, with Gareth Southgate there and Steve Holland there as well, he's got to be due for a call-up soon, depending on probably how he performs against Palace. But if he does another great man-of-match performance there, then I can't think that they can ignore him for much longer, to be honest. So he's definitely getting close, and we should probably call him up before Ukraine or Russia get to him. Raul was just amazing. He was phenomenal. I think the break, the year off, has done him even more confidence, more wonder. He struggled to get into the sort of form that he was in the last couple of seasons for the first few games. And then as soon as that goal against Southampton hit, he's just been phenomenal. He looked quicker than before, looked more athletic, more acrobatic, everything. He just looks incredible. Trincao had a really, really great game, unlucky not to get a goal. He needs to be able to finish his dinner, but Hwang also unlucky with the offside. I think everyone just played really, really well, and Neves was just outstanding. We invited them on a little bit more in the second half because in the first half they were just sat off us and allowing all the inside passes, and you can't really do that at a Premier League level, otherwise teams like us will punish you. So they made some adjustments in the second half and were a bit more of an issue, but Damari Gray, not really any sort of threat whatsoever. Both wing backs were really, really good last night. So I really have no complaints from anybody. It was a really, really good team performance. I don't think anyone really dropped a performance below an 8, or at least a 7. So, and Jose Sarr has just been absolutely magnificent. That save at the end was just absolutely incredible. So I'm really looking forward to Palace away now. Bit of a ball late to get down to Selhurst, but we'll have fun nevertheless, as long as I've not got a restricted view. So up the Wolves and up the Talking Wolves.